Everyone says it takes getting used to. I said, that. I don't want to get used to that. I love my Mega Man the way it is. What's up, YouTube? Nate here. I am doing my next installment of Monday Night Pickups. I picked up a lot of stuff, I guess. Some of it was a good deal. I made a video for sale. I made a video when me and Lester went to the flea market and found a couple of these items. The rest I got off camera. So, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here. Got a bunch of N64 games and some other loose stuff here. First thing I'll start off with is what I picked up at the Mulvey Flea Market. It was Canada Day Long Weekend last week. And what that means to me is flea markets are open on Mondays. I actually have somewhere to go shopping because pretty much everything else is closed, like Valley Village and stuff. So we walked into Mulvey Flea Market, and instantly, first thing you see is like a $5 table. All items on this table are $5. Usually those tables are garbage. But I saw some N64 games, went to take a look. And I found these guys. It's a real good stack of N64 games. So just remember all the items I picked up from the Mulvey Flea Market. I bundled them. So I got them all for less than $4 a piece. First one I picked up was Super Mario 64. So these sell pretty solid still for about $20. I'd probably have good luck selling it for 10. Got a copy of Paper Mario for under $4. That was really wicked. Actually, I sold one of these with a broken label. And I sold that one for $30. So this one with the intact label, I'm keeping. Ridge Racer 64. It's not that rare, not that expensive. Tonic Trouble. If you've played this game, let me know. I haven't played this game yet. Rarity Guide puts this at about $5–10 loose. I already have a copy of this game, Mario Party 2, for the N64. Mario Party 3 for the N64. I don't own this game yet, so I'm happy to have this one. Add that to the collection. But I also picked up... Where else did I pick up? Oh, yeah. I also picked up a copy of Super Mario Strikers. I remember playing this game a lot. It was a lot of fun, but I never owned it for whatever reason. And this is my first copy of the game. Because when I went into his shop, actually, this was part of a GameCube collection. Like, he was trying to sell a whole bundle. And I just snuck it out of there, and I said, hey, I found this loose game sitting on a shelf. And actually, look, it still has the Valley Village price tag of $10 on it. So I paid $4 for this one. So somebody paid $10 for it. Thrift dwellers, we sink to a new low every week. That's my new saying, I think. I really didn't even want this, but sometimes when I'm bundling things and I'm asking for a discount, I'll pick up whatever I can see that looks like garbage and just add it all up. Because obviously he didn't care because it's a loose game. And I'm pretty sure I can find a case for that pretty easy. Recent trip to Valley Village, I picked up a multi-tap for $2.99 for the PS2. From what I understand, the PS1 multi-tap doesn't work on the PS2. Well, it works, except you can only play PlayStation 1 games with that multi-tap. If you want to play a 4-player game for the PlayStation 2, you need the PlayStation 2 multi-tap. I picked up a copy of Marble Madness, $3.99 from Valley Village. I really, really enjoy this game. Marble Madness, if you haven't played it, play it. It's fun. It's kind of funny, actually, because I recently got a free VIC-20 Commodore from my cousin, and I found some games for it at Valley Village. Right there, for $2.99, there was 2 games in here. Radar Rat Race and Money Wars. Haven't looked up these games yet, so if you know what these are, let me know. Ed T, I'm looking at you, buddy. I recently went to Valley Village, and I noticed that this was still in the display case. This was still there when I went to go pick up that Super Nintendo... This was there since I picked up that Super Nintendo pack that had the 4 boxed Super Nintendo games on it. This was there. I didn't pick it up because it was really expensive that day. I didn't want to pay that much money in one day. I originally didn't pick it up because it was $8. This initially looked like a Nintendo game, which caught my eye at first. It's F1 Race for the Game Boy. They wanted originally $8 for it, but during my inspection of it, it still came with the multi-tap. It looks like the instructions haven't even been taken out of the bag that it originally came in. So that was really cool. Only problem was it was missing the game. You know, I go to the manager, I go, since it's missing the game, can I get a discount? And basically he gave me 30% off. And me being a big jerk, I used my 30% off card on top of that. So I got this for 60% off. And I actually have this game. Here it is. F1 Race. And there's nothing more satisfying than actually completing something. I don't know what it is. I'll look this up after I make this video, and I'll let you know how much it's worth. I don't think it's worth that much. I just love having complete in box stuff. This guy was closing up shop and he had a couple of loose games sitting around there. I offered him $5 for these 2 games, $2.50 each. So I got him. Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate. Pretty sure this came with a multi-pack, and it came with Dead or Alive 1. Fatal Fury Battle Archives Volume 1. I liked Fatal Fury a lot growing up. In university, in the Science Lounge, they actually had a Fatal Fury arcade cabinet, which is wicked. And I played that thing till like 2 in the morning. This was only quarters, the only game that was a quarter. And it was so much fun, so I was happy to find this for $2.50. It's missing the manual, and it's in a non-PlayStation 2 official DVD case. Or maybe it's official, I don't know. I know a lot of people have friends at the thrift stores, and so do I. I have a really good buddy. He actually let me in the back before he put these games out, and I was able to jump on them before anyone else did. And, of course, I'm still a university student. I'm really not. That's how Thrift Dwellers sunk low last video. So the first game I picked up was a copy of Mega Man Anniversary Collection. $3.99 minus 10% off. Missing the manual, but I already have this game. I originally bought this game for about $15. I actually had Mega Man like 1 through 8. And also came with 2 never before seen in North America Mega Man games. And I liked it because it actually had a save function. The only thing that pissed me off royally about this game was they switched the buttons. Instead of being BA, it goes like AB. That bugs the hell out of you. It's like trying to play Punch-Out with A and B switched. I couldn't do it. Like, everyone says it takes getting used to. I said, that. I don't want to get used to that. I love my Mega Man the way it is. If I actually had to rate this game, I would give it a pretty bad rating just for that fact. So every time I wanted to shoot, I'd freaking jump. Ugh. Anyways, enough for that rant. $3.99 minus 10% off. I picked up a copy of the Mercenaries 1, Playground of Destruction for the PS2. It was $2.99 minus 10% off. Missing the manual, but the reason I picked this game up because they also had a copy of the Mercenaries 2 for $2.99 minus 10% off. I'm excited to try these games out. Final Fantasy 12 came with the manual, of course made by Square Enix. The manual is in really great condition. So I own this game already, but I didn't have the manual, so that's why I picked this one up. So this is shades of my thrift dwelling partner, Lester. He hates Greatest Hits editions, and it's kind of rubbing off on me. We got a copy of Shadow of the Colossus for $2.99. You see there's a number there? They keep all their discs inside these binders so that nobody steals them. But the game that came in this binder was like a Super Mario game, and the actual disc for Shadow of the Colossus wasn't in there. They charged me a quarter for it, but I guess it's 10% off the quarter. 2.5 cents. Stupid. But at least I have the black label version of Shadow of the Colossus. Oh. See? Probably the best valued game I got was Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. Complete, it was $3.99 minus 10% off. I don't know what it is about this game, but I've sold this game 4 times already for $25. One time I think I had it for $20 and some guy offered me $25 for it if I held it for him. Anyways, that was $3.99. And there you have it. That was this week's Monday Nitro Pickups. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, whatever. Very gracious for everybody who did. It's awesome. I really have nothing else to show you again, so peace. Thank you for watching. Oh, sweet. Final Fantasy IV. One of my favorite games of all time. Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo. Like I said, if you've played the game on Super Nintendo and you haven't played any other incarnations, you are robbing yourself, sir. You are robbing yourself. Imagine if you like Star Trek, the original series. You know the show's like 40 years old already. And they're never going to make new episodes of it, but what if they did? What if they did? That would be this. So what basically in this one, there's an extended storyline on it. You can actually choose which characters go with you to the final battle, which is wicked. They add an extra cave in it. My second favorite incarnation of the game. The first one being on the PSP. If you love Final Fantasy 4/2, play the one on the PSP. Friggin' dope. It actually comes with like a sequel of the game in it, which is really